For those of you out there who feel like you're a screw up or like you are, I don't know, maybe just destined to live a mediocre life, you can't really seem to get your crap figured out, I trust me, I've been there so many times. I know exactly what that feels like. And it's honestly, it's really stupid. It's so dumb because, I mean, you don't need to feel that way. You don't have to. And I'm really here to tell you that a lot of that is a byproduct of how we define things in our life, how we frame our reality and our position in reality. And I'm just going to be straight up with you right now. Reality isn't real. The outside world is not really out there. Your perception of it is real, and there are real people, but without getting too into the finer details of, blowing your mind or something, it's an illusion. It's a mirror. It's a mirror that's reflecting your energy back towards you, and you're the one who's creating your reality directly by your reaction to the external, by how you tell your story about how your life goes. So whether or not it could be like maybe you're just generally lethargic and very low energy. I know I've been there sometimes where it's just like maybe I smoked a little bit too much ganja and maybe I was just sitting around a little bit too much on my day off, and it's just suddenly I'm just doing nothing but napping, and then there's a whole dichotomy there of like, oh, you're judging yourself for napping when it's like, oh, I could be doing this, I could be doing that, I could be, I don't know, having fun here, or I could be productive there, and it's just like, oh, I should. Remove those words from your vocabulary, if possible. But that's, a whole tangent right there of like, you're draining your energy when you define the activity that you're doing as, I shouldn't be doing this, and this is bad. But it's like, oh, you're tired, so you want to sit there and you don't have the energy to do anything, but you're judging yourself for being tired and not doing anything. So it's this cycle of pain and nonsense and getting nothing done. If you were to just, sit there, relax, let yourself nap, let yourself do whatever, maybe you have a vice, forget that. It's not a vice. It's a beautiful thing, okay? You chose it. Honor that choice. Yes, you might be, not wanting to do it, but honor your choices. Honor that you're wanting to take a nap. Honor that you're wanting to relax with whatever activity. Honor it and do it, and let yourself do it. You'll find that when you just let yourself relax and shut down, even when you should be doing things, if you just let it be and you define it as good instead of defining it as, I shouldn't be here, I really need to be doing this, I really should be doing that, I really ought to be doing this, oh, it's a nice day outside, I really should be outside. Well, maybe you just want to be inside, But honor your choices. And I've been there many times where it's like, you're just sitting there lethargic and you're just like, like I said, you should be doing this, and I want to be doing other things with my life, and I recognize that I'm sitting there like so tired and so just not having the energy, just straight up, just not having the energy, and it's just like I want the energy and I just don't have it. I'm just sitting there like just so depressed, for lack of a better term. But that's the thing, is it's all about how you define things, how you're framing yourself in reality, and the actions you're taking, especially, of course, too. Because, you need to take the action, but to take the action, it's about getting the energy right. Which is kind of like why I was saying about, just let yourself do it, honor the choice. Because when you honor the choice and let yourself do it and define it as a good thing, it's a good thing that I'm not being productive and that I'm napping. It's a good thing that I'm doing this vice right now, even though it's something that I'm, going to let go of in the future. It's a good thing because I chose it, because I want to, and because I chose it. You know, so you're the creator of your reality. You're the source of your reality. If you're in denial of your source, of you, because you chose to do a thing, how do you expect your reality to go when you're like, you know, it's like going up to a tree and just like feeding it milk instead of water, you know? Like it's the root is not being fed the proper energy. And so you get your energy right, you feel better about it, you let yourself take the nap, and then you take the action. I've found so many times that if I just stop judging myself and being detrimental and self-deprecating for whatever I'm doing, then I just, you know, let myself do it, and then boom, I'm back to it, baby. Like my energy's back. I'm ready to go. I mean, I'm making this video talking about it because it literally happened to me just a few moments ago. And here I am talking right now, ready to go, because I let myself relax. Because there's infinite time to do things. This notion that you have to figure things out and you gotta have it all figured out and everything in its place by, I don't know, a certain age or what have you. Obviously, that's arbitrary, but it's all nonsense. No, you don't have to figure anything out. You can just exist. You can just live your life. You can. And I really think that's why there's a lot of pain around this kind of a subject, around people and their life as a whole, because especially in Western society, there's a huge pressure to, you know, get things going, to do, to accomplish, to achieve, to, you know, do things, to earn money, to build a business, to have a fancy house, a car, a wife, kids, pets, you know, clothes, things, whatever. All these acquirements and achievements and external things, material possessions, external accomplishments, external situations, circumstances, and relationships. You know, all things that are essentially completely out of your control. And I mean completely. Because what's in your control is your reaction and your action. What's not in your control is the result. And that's okay, because you can control the result via your reaction, not by directly, forcibly controlling circumstances, you know, outwardly. No, by reacting. That's an internal, you know, thing. And also, I'm going to jump to the other tangent. It's not just about the I've got to figure out my life, but it's also I've got to behave, and I have to be a proper citizen or a proper person in society. And if I make a mistake or what have you, then I'm not good enough. And this might be something that is more prevalent with some than others. I know I've had to deal with it personally because, you know, in the past I've had many emotional overreactions to things, and, you know, I've done many things. I've said things that are hurtful, hateful. I've thought things that are very judgmental, very hateful, full of hate and pain. And, you know, I've acted up. I've acted out. I've thrown temper tantrums. I've never done anything physically to a person, thankfully. But verbally, I very much have attacked and lashed out very many times in the past. So it's like I could sit there and, you know, feel terrible about it. And yes, there is a level of guilt that is healthy, because guilt is there to tell you, hey, this line of action that you're taking is not in congruency with how you wish to be as a person. It's not about judgment. It's not about, oh, you're a bad. It's not like, you're not good enough now. No, it's just like, hey, this isn't how you want to be. You can do that. You can. But this isn't how you want to be, because I know you, and I know this isn't how you want to be. You know? So it's about freedom. We have the freedom to make the bad choice. We have the freedom to make the mistake. That is the gift given to us, is free will. We can choose what we want. We can choose to be in pain if we want to. But that's why it's painful, is because it's telling you this isn't how you want to be. You don't want to be angry and sad. You want to be happy and free. And that's just obvious. I don't need to explain it. But I can tell you, because, why I'm talking about this is like I've gotten to the point where I've kind of gotten into a momentum of reaction and getting, angry at things. And then it's like, oh, I'm never going to figure this out. I'm so bad at this. And this is just so stupid. And I should just give up. And I'm a problem child. I'm a bad person. I'm an angry person. And no one, I'm never going to make it. I'm never going to fit in. I'm never going to find the friends because I keep making the mistakes. I keep fucking up. And so it's like, that kind of mentality can so easily seep its way into your psyche. And I'm here to beg of you, please don't do that. I've done it. I have done it. Please don't do it. It's not worth it. And the only thing, it's a good experience because you can learn that, hey, I don't want to do that. I don't want to crap on myself that hard, and I don't want to purposefully and deliberately live a life of mediocrity, of lethargy, of doing nothing with my life, because a lot of these not good enough belief systems, they really, really, really cause you to not go out there and take action with your life, Like, there's nothing wrong with sitting at home, but life, it's out there, okay? It's out there. So really, like, if there's anything I could possibly try to impart to you, it's that you are worthy. Automatically, inherently, and, like, it's a birthright. You are automatically, just right away. It's a constant trait. Just like how gravity is always there, you are always, and I mean always, and I mean always, even when you make the worst of terrible mistakes, you are worthy. You are loved. You are beautiful. You are amazing. You are powerful. You are expansive. You are so many things. Beautiful and positive and full of light and love, and that's just a fact. That's why it's painful when you decide to invest in a fake narrative that you're not. It's you unplugging the love from source or God. It's like you went up to the wall and you pulled the plug and you're like, why is my vacuum not working anymore? Well, you pulled the plug by choosing to not believe in yourself, choosing to think that you're not good enough, choosing to think that you can't, choosing to think that life isn't going to happen for you. You don't have to be a billionaire. You don't have to have some huge business conglomerate, whatever, I don't know. You don't have to be on top of the world. You don't have to be the number one guy. You can be extremely successful in life and still be, doing small town things or what have you. It's all up to the person. The point is, get your energy right and take action, and life will unfold for you. But as you take action, triggers will happen. All those self-doubts and those limiting beliefs will come back up because you have been creating it. You have been investing in it. This is not self-judgment, okay? You've just been creating it. So don't be like, oh, I created it, so no. It's okay. This is a good thing because you learned from it. So use it for the reason you created it, learn from it, and move forward. And how long of a process that is completely up to you. For me, it's honestly been kind of a back and forth process, and maybe I shouldn't say back and forth, it's been up and down with a net gain, a steady increase going up, not just, up and down, up and down. It's been up and down going up. That's how the expansion is. You're not just going to have a perfect, life's perfect and here on out and nothing but up now. No, you're going to have your down moments. You're going to have your up moments. But that's the thing is, the more you learn about what I'm trying to teach, essentially, is the more you realize that those down moments are not really that bad. And you can just sit there and be like, how interesting. this down moment, you know, how interesting. I can just sit here and be with this. I can allow this circumstance of, I don't know, something not going my way, being in a space in life where I'm not that passionate about where I'm at, you know, like either I'm in pain or I'm depressed or what have you. You can just sit there and look at it and be like, how interesting, you know, look at how interesting this circumstance is. Instead of defining it as bad, instead of defining it as, I shouldn't be here, this is a terrible situation, I shouldn't be depressed, I shouldn't be sick, I have things to do. No. Just look at it with neutrality or positivity. You really cannot ever be unworthy, ever. You can never make a mistake that will revoke you of the love that you deserve, and that is always there. Always. It's always there. Just like how, you know, water, you know, flows down a river, and the river is always flowing, it's always there, it's always on. It's always there. So when you're feeling those moments of depression or not enoughness or judging yourself or I'm not good enough or I can't or what have you, realize, take a step back. Be like, I'm the one creating this right now. Me. What would I have to believe is true about myself in relation to this circumstance in order to feel this way? What would I have to believe is true? And when you look at it and you find out how nonsensical it is, when you truly find and realize how nonsensical it is when you let it go. So whether you're feeling in this depressive or lethargic state right now, or it might happen in the future, I urge you to just allow it. Let it be. It's okay for it to be a thing. And then look at it with interest, with intrigue. Be like, how interesting that I created this situation. And how can I shift my energy to, you know, shift the situation? Because, like, really, it's like, what would I have to believe is true about myself in this situation in order to feel how I feel currently right now? And then when you look at that and you realize I don't have to feel that way, it's someone else telling me or some other circumstance, situation making me think that I have to feel this way. And I don't have to feel that way if I don't want to. And that, friends, is the key to empowerment. And I know you got this. So thank you so much for watching as always.